Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video I will show you a React.js library which allows you to do form validation very easily. Let me show you the demo right here. So we will have a simple registration form here. We have three fields out there, and then we have a submit button, and as soon as you click the submit button without entering the details, you will see it will show you these nice little form validation messages that first name required, last name required. So as soon as I write the fields, you will see the error messages will instantly go away because it's reactive. As soon as I'm writing the data in the input field, the error message will go away. And then it's a age input field, so it is telling me that please enter the number for a age because it's a numeric input. So as soon as we enter the details, click the submit button, you will see then automatically all the data will be captured. You can see the age, first name, last name. So in this way you can do form validation inside your React.js application, and for this we are using one dependency which is React hook form. If you go to npmjs.com, this is a very popular library specifically built for React.js applications. This is React hook form. The command is very simple. You simply execute this command to install this module. It's almost got 8 million weekly downloads. And now to get started, I will show you a very complete example. So this is our basic React.js application. So now to get started here, first of all we need to require this module. So at the very top right here, we will simply require the module using the import statement. Like this, we first of all import the module by using this import statement. So after requiring it, then we just declare a simple hook variable which will contain this register function, and the second one is the handle submit function. So this will be also will be having a third variable which will be the form state, which will actually hold the errors for us, and this will be coming from this use form hook. It contains three functions right here. First of all, the register function by which we actually register a input field. Secondly, the handle submit function which will execute whenever you want to submit the form. And thirdly, all the errors will be stored inside this form state. This is actually an object which is used to actually store the errors. Now coming to the JSX part right here, we will have a simple form where we will allow the user to submit in data right here. So here we will have first input field right here, which will be input type text. Here the user will enter the first name. So now to register a input field, we simply use inside curly bracket, we actually use this register function dot 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 three dots, and then we use this register function of this module, and here we specify the which data you are storing. So in this case we are storing the first name. So this variable can be anything, but we are just telling it that we are registering it. So for this we are using this register function which is coming from this use form hook. Similarly, we will have another input field where we will be this time be storing the last name. And it also takes you can put this field as required, so the user must fill out this. So here you can simply pass this validator which is required to true. So this makes this input field as required, so the user must fill out this input field. And we also have various validators more. Let's suppose you can also specify a minimum length. Let's suppose you allow one your first name should be at least 5 characters. So you can attach this validator of minimum length of 5 characters. Let me just put a break tag. So after this, we can actually have a submit button. So if you refresh your application, let me go to localhost 5173. You see these two input fields right here. We have a submit button. So as soon as I click the submit button, you will see the form will submit automatically. To prevent the form from submitting, we just need to bind an on-click listener to the form right here. So right here we can bind an on-submit event handler. So when the form submits, we can actually bind this function handle submit like this. So we are using this handle submit function. So as soon as the form submits, we are actually executing this function. So it will hold all the data which is submitted. So we are just console logging the data. So if you refresh now, if I enter something right here, click submit, you will see in the console an object is returned to us which is holding the first name and the last name. So if I don't enter anything, still the form submits. So for actually displaying the error message, we can display the error message right here. So we can access the errors using this errors dot first name, and here we can display a simple error message to the user that first name is required. So now what happens if you don't write the first name, click the submit button, you will see this error message, and the form, if I check the console right here, the object is not returned. So you should first of all need to enter the first name. So as soon as you enter this, the error message will go away. So we can do the same thing right here for the last name as well. So here we can say last name. So in this way you can show these error messages as well. You can do full form validation. And now let's suppose if you are receiving some kind of, let's suppose, email address. So here we can register a new input field which is email required true, and let's suppose this is actually an email field. So we can specify a pattern right here which is for a regular expression for email addresses. So now the user must write the email address. So it is telling us that please include an @ sign. So if you submit, you will see the object will be returned to us holding the email first name last name. So in this way guys, you can do form validation inside React.js using this package here, React hook form. It's very easy to implement, and that's why it's very popular package, almost 8 million weekly downloads. So this is actually the command here. Simply just install this package and start using this. This is a very simple example that I showed you in this video. So thank you very much for watching this video, and also check out my website freemediatools.com, which contains thousands of tools regarding audio, video and image.